Hello students, good morning. In previous class, I gave you two assignments. One to append element or add element at the end of the list, and another was to perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, division operation over two panda series. I am happy to inform you that students of 12 IP are increasing to solve their assignment and giving response. I hope for more. Most of the students have given their answer correct. Few of them were with small mistakes. Here I am trying to explain how we can add element at the end of the series. To add element at the series, at the end of the series, first of all we have to create series. In this program, we are importing pandas to create series. Then after we are calling its series method and passing a list. Here we are creating series with the help of list. We are not creating here series with the help of numpy array. Here we are directly creating series with the help of list. So it's one another method to create series. You are learning here. We can create series directly with the list of elements. Here we are passing a list of string values 100, 200, 300 and 400. We can pass numeric value also, and I know that most of the students are familiar with the difference between list and array, numpy array. It was in 11th class. So hope that they will be able to differentiate that when to use list and when to use numpy array. And if someone missing the difference between list and numpy array, they can go through previous class notes. So here we are creating series with the help of list of elements, and the list is created with the name S. So original data stored in the S, we are displaying the value of S. Then after we are trying to display one message data series after adding some data. Here what we are doing, I am making some changes in this program. What I am doing, I am passing here directly one more value here, that is 999. Now the program is looking like this, that in S means series, existing series, one element will be added, but the syntax of this method will not allow to add directly any value into the series. So if I execute this program, what will happen here? It will display one error message that only series data frame objects are valid. Only series and data frame objects are valid. It means we have to pass in this method either data frame or series as argument. So we cannot pass directly any value. Now if I change this one to list, Okay, if I execute the same program again, error message is shown. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to create series where we can pass new values. Okay, now I have passed one list inside series. It will create a new series, and that series will be added at the end of the existing series. That existing series is S. So a new series with the element 999 will be added at the end of existing series, and new series is created, and after that creation of new series I am displaying the value of new series. So executing this program, what happening here, in existing series there are value 100, 200, 300 and 400. After execution of the same program, it will display. Okay, one error is here, that I have created object of pandas with the name of PD, and I am passing here as PS. It's displaying error, so object name must be same. Then executing the same program. Okay, the program is executed, and now it is displaying value 100, 200, 300, 400 and one more element added at the end of the series. Okay, so but you will find that the first column is displaying the index position of the value, whereas second column displays the value of series. So what's happening here, index position of 100 is 0 as well as 999 is 0, because we are not passing here any index position. So what happened here, it creates new series with the element 999 and its index position is 0. So value of 999 and its index position 0 will be copied at the end of the existing list S. So index will remain the same. So there are two values with the same index, 100 and 999. Okay, so this one is the one of the program I have given, and another program was very much easy, that was to addition or subtraction or multiplication of number of two series. I am creating here two series, and number were, I think, 1 2 3 1 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and another series with the name T, then PD dot series, and passing one list 2, 4, 6, 8 and a comma 10. Okay, now I am performing here U equal S plus T, print U. Now I execute the program. It is displaying value 3 then 7. How it is 3? 1 plus 2. Then next value will be 7, because 3 plus 4, then 5 plus 6 11, then 7 plus 8 15, then 9 plus 10 19. Okay, so students, you will be finding the advantage of or benefit of series, that we can apply mathematical operation over more than one value of series object. In earlier class on list or array, you were not able to apply directly mathematical operation over multiple numerical values at a time, and here we are applying addition operation over multiple values one to one with the same index position, one element of S, another element of T, next index position value of S, then next index position's value of T. The process continues till the end of the element, and then after the result is returned to U, and then after we are displaying value of U. Now I write statement like this: U equal S minus U equal S minus T, and now I am displaying the value of U. Result will be displayed object mistake S, then execute. It is displaying minus 1 1. The operation of S plus T is useless here because we are storing new value into U. So if you are writing multiple operation, you should use another variable name, another series name. Here we are creating one more series with the name V. Then after we can use the value of both operation, print V. Now I am executing the program. What's happening here? It is displaying 3 7 11 15 19 with the help of U series, and minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 with the help of V series. So student, I think that now you are familiar how to apply mathematical operation over series object. Now student, we will move towards next topic of series, that is indexing. Student, you are familiar with the index. You have used in your notebook as well as you find it in your textbook. Index is used to access element directly from the location. So we started with this slide. First program was with without index position, and we have practiced many programs without index position. One more program is given here with index position. Here what we are doing, first of all we are passing value into NumPy array and creating index with the help of series method. There we are passing data means A, B, C, D, and index position will be assigned to each element 100, 101, 102 and 103. What happened here? The difference between these two programs, that if we are not applying series, system will automatically assign indexing to elements. In first program you are finding 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the index values assigned to A, B, C, D. And whereas if we are applying index argument inside series method and mentioning indexing, it will replace the default index position with the assigned index values. So first element will be at 100 position, then next at 101 and 102 and 103. Okay, so if we want the index value to be changed, in that case we have to pass index equal and pass value of indexing. Okay, now student, you are familiar with two methods to create series, one with numpy array and another with list. Here I am trying to write program with indexing. Here I am directly passing list element, then comma. Here I am mentioning index attribute, index argument, and reducing some value. If I require only 3 element, index equal, I am passing indexing first element. Here I have to mention list or at end bracket close, and for index I am mentioning here first index position like 500, second index 501 and next index 602. Now I have assigned indexing, then after I display the value of print s. Students, you are finding that the default indexing is 0 1 0 1 2 3 4 like that. Now I have changed the index. Here you are finding 500, 1 with 500 index position, 3 at 501 index position and 9 at 602 index position. Okay. Next program is to create series with dictionary elements. It is also possible. What we have to do? We have to pass dictionary inside series method. It is also very easy. How we can do it? Earlier we were passing list inside numpy array, and here we are passing directly dictionary inside series method. Here numpy array is useless in this program because we are creating dictionary with data name. Data equal a means a is key and its value is 0.0. Then b is key and its value is 1. C is key and value is 2. So there are 3 keys. Then after we are passing that dictionary inside series, and series is created with the name of s, then displaying value of s. It will display 0 1 2 with a b c as key value. These keys are converted into index. So indexing can be with string value also. Okay, now with index, what we are doing here, we are making some changes in this program. Here creating data as dictionary with the same value, but passing data with index as argument, and here we are changing b comma c comma d comma a. B will be assigned to 0 for a. B will be assigned to b, c will be assigned to c. There is no element of d and the a is at end. So what's changes occurring here, that value remains at the same index. We are changing index position b at the beginning. B is coming at the beginning, so value of b is 1. It is displaying b1. Then next index is c, and you will find 2 in c. Then d, there is no key with d element, so not a number, not a value, error is there. And a with 0, so indexing is changed as per our requirement. In earlier program, keys were changed according to index, whereas in this program, indexing is changed. So student, you can create series with dictionary element with indexing and without indexing, without index specification. So here we are with the program without index, and here we are with the program index position. It will be possible. Now I will give some assignment in this regard. Student, all of are requested or instructed to write relevant program so that you will be practiced and you will learn properly. It will be very helpful for all of us.